Family, what is up? So I'm super excited to bring this video to you guys because I want to teach you how to become a successful digital marketer. Now, I probably know why you want to become a digital marketer, because us, or we, however you want to phrase it, as digital marketers, know how to pull right at your heartstrings. You probably see the fancy cars or the beautiful, women or men, right? We don't discriminate. The houses, the digital nomad lifestyle, traveling, right? All these things sound super awesome, but if you don't understand the key concepts and the key skill sets of becoming a successful digital marketer, you will not be able to enjoy any of the fruits of your labor. So what I'm gonna go over in this video is just my own path to success, and just the key skill sets that you need to become a successful digital marketer. Okay, so if you're excited, go ahead and thumbs up the video and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I give overall entrepreneurial advice, I give YouTube advice, and just general digital marketing strategies to help you grow your brand or business. So if that's something that you're interested in, I create content like that all the time. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But I talked long enough. Let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so now I want to go over how I kind of got started into digital marketing and how I got to the point now to where I'm running my own digital marketing firm and consulting company. So it all started at 18 years old. All I wanted to do at 18 was become a performing musician. I wanted to go on tour with Beyonce or NERD or whoever you could think of, Lupe Fiasco, whoever was the hardest artist at the time. I wanted to tour with him, okay? But here locally in Tampa, I was performing with a lot of bands, and I seemed to find myself in the marketing role for the band, okay? And the reason why I found myself in this role is because, listen guys, I was lazy. I didn't want to do the normal city to city tour, living couch to couch. Like, I just didn't want to do that, but I knew the power of the internet. I knew if I could put our videos out in front of people, we could get traffic and build an audience. Now, obviously, the thing about digital marketing and any type of marketing, it doesn't matter how good your marketing is. If the product isn't good, you're not going to grow. And honestly, the bands were pretty much trash, okay, to be honest with you guys. We weren't very, very good, but we loved what we were doing, okay? And we thought that we sounded good at the time, but now looking back, we weren't very good, unfortunately. But again, I found myself in that social media marketing role for the band. So that really helped me grow my chops and grow my skill sets in understanding how social media marketing worked. Now, because I had a love for music, I was doing a lot of research on a lot of albums, and I was trying to be like Kanye, right? Because at this time, Kanye was super big. He was talking about sampling, so I was trying to get in my music producer round, right? And I found that my grandfather's album was being sold for a crazy price, okay? So as a hip hop producer, a lot of people sample. So a lot of people use old funk and disco albums, and a lot of people were buying my grandfather's albums to use for sampling or just overall normal enjoyment. But since this was, considered like a relic or a special grade album, you couldn't really find it. And reason being is that my grandfather pretty much sat on all these albums, and for funk and disco album searchers, this was the album to have. So this kind of sparked my brain. I was like, hey, maybe I should sell these albums. People would be interested in them, right? So I went to my grandfather. I said, Papa, hey, listen, people really want your album. Do you have any? And he said, yeah, I had plenty of boxes. They're upstairs. And so what I did was, I created kind of like this promo video that's still up today. And, I started selling these albums online. So I put a link to my email in the description of the video, and people started emailing me right away, right? And that's how I kind of got my first taste into e-commerce and kind of like direct to consumer, product sales. And that started to boom. And I don't want to get too much into it because, I already made a video on this. So if you want to learn that full story, I'll link it up below so you can check that video out. But then after that, I pretty much kind of chilled out with YouTube and touring. I went to college, but then I still had this burning desire to help people, because even within my fraternities, I was doing the marketing. I just always have been in marketing. And then about 2 years ago rather, I went back and got my master's in internet marketing and started my firm, Movements Over Barriers LLC. So, this is kind of like a combination of 10 years of experience and trying things out and testing, and then going back to getting my master's. So listen to me, the skill sets that I'm about to go over, I promise you there are things that you truly need. And granted, you don't need 10 years of experience to be successful as a digital marketer. But again, the skill sets that I will be going over are things that you really need to learn, okay? And that you have to be successful at digital marketing or running your own consulting firm. All right, you guys, so the first skill set that you need to be a successful digital marketer is copywriting, okay? And if you don't know what copywriting is, essentially it's a written language to help entice people to make a purchase. That is the simplest way that I can explain it. And why copywriting is so important for a digital marketer is because pretty much everything online has some form of written language, okay? Some type of text is associated to every social media platform. Your website, your landing pages all have written text, okay? And if you don't know how to write in a way to invoke emotion, right, or to get people to buy, you are not going to make a lot of money. So it is a skill set that you need to be successful, and especially if you plan on even running like a digital marketing agency, there are people that just solely copywriters, okay? So this is a very big skill set that you need to learn. One of my favorite books for copywriting is called Cashvertising. If you haven't checked out that book, I definitely recommend it because it not only gives you some key steps and key strategies that you need in your writing, but also it gives you the psychology behind it, because copywriting is also psychological as well. So definitely check out that book. It's gonna give you a lot of key strategies that you need to be successful. And like I said before, copywriting is pretty much used on a day-to-day basis. So if you don't like writing, okay, maybe digital marketing may not be for you. Or again, you may want to employ somebody to do your copywriting for you, because you definitely need copywriting as a skill set. Written word is everywhere, so definitely invest in the skill set of learning copywriting. All right, you guys, so the second skill set that you really need to be a successful digital marketer is a good understanding of SEO. And SEO stands for search engine optimization, okay? Because I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. On Google, the difference between being ranked number 1 and number 4 could be the difference of millions of dollars, okay? So people spend a lot of money on SEO experts to help them rank as high as possible on Google. So you definitely want to understand what helps websites rank higher and how you can help your clients or potential customers rank better in Google and just rank better in search in general. Okay, so I recommend checking out different YouTube videos or other free training that you can get your hands on before you pay for a course. Even my course that comes out, because there's so much information on SEO, some good, not so good, but you definitely want to have a very proficient understanding of SEO if you want to call yourself a digital marketer. Now, the third skill set that you're going to need to be successful is understanding paid advertisements, okay? So that is PPC, or pay per click, with Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook/Instagram ads, whatever social media advertisement campaign that your client or potential customer wants to run. You want to be pretty proficient at them. Now, I will say my favorite are Google ads, which is PPC, YouTube ads, and Facebook/Instagram ads. Those are gonna be the 3 most common that you need to be proficient in. But you can learn Twitter or TikTok or Pinterest, but most people don't really use them all that much right now. Now, the main reason why you need to learn, paid advertisements, because a lot of brands or businesses outside of SEO are using paid advertisements to grow their brand or business. And it's one of the best ways to grow your brand or business right now. Brands are pretty much spending, thousands to millions of dollars every single month on social media ad campaigns, just based on how social media is set up to get in front of, their ideal customers. So if you can run them, efficiently for them and take that burden off of them, they will pay you top dollar. So I definitely recommend, taking, my course or, another really good course on Facebook ads. People are charging thousands of dollars for, good Facebook advertisement courses. So, it's definitely a skill set that you need and that you can get top dollar for. But if you're just starting out, obviously, check YouTube first and Google. They're going to give you a lot of good basic information, but, to be successful and to run really high level campaigns, you're definitely going to want to invest in a course. Now, if you notice with all 3 skill sets that I've given you, they are all individual jobs in and of themselves, okay? People are paid just to do copywriting. People are paid just to do SEO. People are paid just to do paid advertisements, okay? So if you can be proficient at all 3, you're in a really, really good spot to start your digital marketing, business or do some freelancing. Okay, now I want to give you a realistic timeline to be at least proficient at all 3. It's probably going to take you anywhere between 6 months to a year to get, at least decent at all 3. Now, I will tell you though, even if one area is lacking, still get started, because I promise you there are small business owners right now that have no idea what copywriting is, SEO is, or how to run a paid advertisement. So if you can tell people the benefit of, SEO, if you can tell people the benefit of running paid advertisements, right, you can definitely close clients very, very easily, especially right now in the climate that we're in. More than ever, people are utilizing online shopping and online retailers more than ever, and people are shopping online. So getting your clients' brand or business in front of them and converting into sales is always going to help them, because a lot of brands or businesses are not getting foot traffic. So, digital marketers are in high demand. So like I said, it may take about six months to a year to be highly proficient at it, but even still, do your research, do your grind. And if you can get all 3 of these steps down as fast as possible, that's going to help you, get your digital marketing company or business off the ground faster. So the last skill set that I have for you guys is social media management. And why I left this for last is because most people already have some form of proficiency in social media. So if someone's gonna hire you for social media management, they're probably gonna ask for some form of curated content. They want you to plan or schedule their content, and then of course respond back to comments and just engage with their followers, as well as grow the account. And this is one of the easiest ways to get into digital marketing, is to offer some form of social media management, because a lot of people hate social media. They hate dealing with the day-to-day grind of creating content and responding and growing their accounts. So if you like social media, you like doing social media management, this is a very, very easy way to get into digital marketing. But I will say with social media management, there is some data analysis that goes with it. So understanding how to read that data and how to create content based on that data is very, very important. It's very, very important also to grow the account. Now with that, obviously there are more skill sets that you will need to be a successful digital marketer, because maybe you're creating content that is video, so having oratorical skills and talking on camera, having confidence on camera is a skill set, right? Maybe you want to offer graphic design and creating web pages to go along with your SEO. that's a skill set. So there's so many different avenues that you can take with digital marketing, and that's why I love it so much. But you know, those are the 4 skill sets that I believe that you need to be proficient in to run a successful digital marketing company or firm, or be just a successful digital marketer in general. But definitely take your time, definitely soak in as much information as possible, because there's so much to learn. And I don't want to set you guys up for failure, okay? Because digital marketing is not easy. I know a lot of people make it look easy, but I promise you, there's so much to learn. There's a very, very big learning curve with digital marketing. So I definitely hope that this video helped. Hopefully you have a better understanding of digital marketing as a whole and what skill sets you need to be successful. Let me know down below, you know, what was, you know, the most interesting part of this video. And then of course, you know, if you do want to sign up for my course that goes over all of these topics and more that I discussed, make sure that you hit the link in the description to join the waitlist. So thank you so much for your time. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. As always, be easy.